leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Okay, come on.
What did he say about taking her off the trailer?
He didn't say anything.
I guess it really depends on if you're riding or Sean's riding or how you're doing it.
Well, I thought you had a plan for this.
Well, I would think that Sean would ride for the first little bit and then you'd ride after that. So Sean ride for the first like half hour and then you ride the last 15 minutes. Does that work? Good morning, Sean.
Morning, man.
The best hour of my week.
And the sun has come out.
Yes, of course.
Always brightens things up.
Always a good day of my week.
How are things?
Good. Good. He's had some days off from the rain, but it
Okay.
was yesterday.
Yeah. Good.
So what time you want me back over here with her tax? 9:15?
Yeah.
Okay, where are we working on
And what do you
today?
think has been the most helpful to Jeff? For him to, for you to try the course and then him get on the last little bit? And
In all honesty, I'm going to be very, and I know, I trust you guys, I'm not just going to get on a
Okay.
3, maybe 4, I don't know how old it is horse. I'm not until I've seen it go.
Okay, so then,
So either of you can ride, I don't mind, but I need to see it going.
oh, absolutely, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you're gonna ride her.
There we are.
Okay.
So you want the saddle you're
If
in?
this saddle would fit, that would be better.
Okay.
And then if she's going well, maybe Sean, because I would like you to sort of get on her if she's going well, and so to show me what to do with her, because I'm kind of stuck, like I can't really get her to bend.
But you said, the reason I didn't reply in a message about this, you shouldn't be asking a 4-year-old to bend. Don't ask the young horse to bend, they shouldn't bend. Right? Now, I didn't say that about the message, because I was chat about it.
Yeah.
But like, you have to just say, not even to short hold. Like, is it 4? Is it 3-year-old?
Yeah.
You know? Because if it's a 3-year-old, it should be out in the field somewhere. But we've got to, I suppose we've got to be, it's on the saddle, so we've got to be thinking, okay,
And
let's...
if you saw if you see the videos of the
Right.
made, it's got dressage shows, it's been out cross country, it's been at the beach,
Is there any chance it'll be older than 4?
no.
No.
The dentist said, the dentist.
We've had one opinion that she's really young. But if you just think about it, we've got a number of professionals that have aged her
Yeah.
at 4-ish.
Yeah.
And we've got videos of her a year ago going under saddle and all
Nice
that.
frame
Once
and
they
going
started
along.
her as a foal.
Yeah. Right. I mean, so, I'd love to think she could be a 5-year-old. But
I like that thing too.
Is there any way? Not now, but like, is there any way you guys can contact? Is there a breeding contract? Anyone who faces that situation pays off?
We've tried.
We've tried.
Yeah.
And I'm an investigator by trade.
Okay.
Although I'm used to tracing people, not
Yeah.
horses. But,
Okay.
Well, I think the thing is, we're not gonna work her hard, but we're gonna keep moving with her, right?
No, I know. It's just nice. I just, think, Jeff, you can't buy a horse in the UK without paperwork or a passport. So it blows my mind when you get a horse here.
Oh.
I can't passport.
Yeah, a lot of something, a lot don't.
heck, we're not even sure what her breeding is.
We just said in the DNA, some kind of Frisian warm blood is what they said.
I was gonna say she looks a bit like a Frisian.
She's she's very Frisian.
Yeah.
But the really nice Frisians, the very calm, sweet, really, really sweet disposition.
Yeah. Okay. And so the people you bought her from, how long
Okay,
did
so
have her for?
they'd had her since February or March,
Okay.
and they bought her from somebody up north
In New Jersey.
in New Jersey.
So,
And they were under saddle when they got her. So just from a chrono.
And also, like, if you look at her tail, like her tail's really full. I mean, so some of those other things, like, you know how when they're young, their tail looks, and even in the videos,
it all, I would just say, it does depend on breeding. And I know someone who accidentally started a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
3, and then found How has he been?
Good.
Good.
I mean, again, he had a few days off, but
Yeah.
I did a couple of trails with him. He was good. So, trying to get him more forward.
Yeah.
Of course, I've been jumping him more this week because he's got a jump show this weekend. So,
As you go around in that trot, I want you to think about your lower leg. That's it. That knee opening up a bit more to get the lower leg a bit longer. What do you think of that trot there?
a little rushy.
A little bit, yeah. So the rhythm is varying in the warm-up. It's a little bit speed up, slow down, right? So the speed up is happening a bit more on the long side. The slow down is happening a bit on the short side.
I put him on a circle, maybe.
You can go on a circle, but I still want you to go large. You can do a circle a few times, and you can go large. You've just got to still be on that longer range in control of the rhythm, okay? And like here, for example, what do you feel is happening to the trot?
It's stiff and rigid, and it's not. There's no rhythm.
It's not going anywhere, right? Exactly. It's behind your leg. So this is where, you know, as before, you've got to think of changing your leg. He's behind your leg. Or you keep doing the same thing with your leg, right? Which is kick, kick, kick. So yes. So nothing's going to change. You have to change what you say with your leg to get him to change. Right? Just keep channeling him forward in front of you, especially with that neck, right? Keeping that neck in front of you. No. No. Exactly. Good. That's better. That's a better rhythm. Good. So when you think of his rhythm, his trot, and sort of the tempo as well, I want you to think, you know, you're managing that with your rising trot as well, with your body, with your position, you know, so, you know, if he goes to speed up, you're creating the steadiness, the half halt, okay? So again, he's behind your leg, he's not going forward at all. And again, you just kept doing the same thing. You've got to be much quicker to recognize that and say, no, 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 make a correction. Don't let him travel around for a circle or half a circle just thinking backward. That's better. Good. Well done. That's right.
A little canter, maybe.
Whenever you're ready to have your canter and you decide on if it's going to be a stretch or walk together. I want you to really think about your hand, placement, even if it's a bit of a longer range, and where the hand is sitting with him, and how it can allow him to be a little more forward in his frame and open in his frame. That's it. That's better. So up in your body, soften, loosen the arm. round your short side like you do your long side. You know, that's the challenge, because most of the time he comes a little up and away from you on a short side. Well done. Well done. Much better. Right, what did you do there?
I just made sure it was half full thing, and
Yeah.
I had him on half full.
Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah, good. Right, so when you can go around your short side like that, I don't want you to think of ever going around it any other way. Unless he's longer and lower and stretching, but that you got a connection. He didn't go away from you like this, you know, because you're coming along. It's lovely, lovely, and then it's like, oh, what a shame. Why is that happening?
I think it's also to a bad habit.
Yeah.
You know, like I was thinking.
Well, that's why I asked you what you did then. You're like, oh, I made some more palm faults. I kept them on my outside. I kept them together. Right, there's your answer. That's how you do it.
Right. And I think it's still in my mind as young, but he's not. I mean, he's not. I mean,
Yeah, but you know what? Even if he is, a young horse shouldn't go around with their head in the air. You know, so it's
point.
yeah, no, he shouldn't. Okay, cool.
I'm taking my food. I can throw it.
Yeah,
He's gotta use it.
yeah, but it's dangerous. Just, I know he's got used to it. Don't walk around and take your coat off. Something happens. You drop the reins. You start with him. He butts you off. You've got your arms behind your back. It's dangerous. If you're doing it by yourself, park up in a corner.
Yeah.
If I'm here, just let me hold them.
All right. Thank
Safety
you.
first.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
These freak accidents happen.
No, they definitely do. How are you okay after watching me?
Yeah, I'm much better. This is sea talk now. My back cheek is better. I know. I was convinced my knee was going to be. But that was fine. My neck is fine. Okay, so just when you're ready, get started with some of your transitions between your trot and your canter. Now a little bit more together. So really focusing on him being in front of your leg. It's up to you. I don't think you need it. I think for now, I think you're fine. Maybe, things like leg lifts you might want to pick up. But, so get him nice in front of your leg and really reactive to your aids, to your signals.
Do the hard side first. Being a little bit of a butthead and a break.
Yeah. Okay. Just kind of too fast. Nice active trot.
But he's like a coiled spring, you know what I mean?
If you want to start with some trot walk, that's fine. And then come build into your canters, but just start making some transitions now so he starts tuning in. Good. And every transition you ride, the goal is that every transition you ride, it becomes easier, right? It becomes less on that you need to use the reins. It becomes more him listening to your upper body, your palm holds. Now, just make sure that you get some definite clear walk steps before you then go up into the trot. That was nearly a little too quick. Just make sure that you get him walking, medium walk, marching forward, few steps.
I didn't have my outside range.
That's okay. And also, this is one of the reasons I want you to do a few walk steps, because the walk isn't forward enough.
Okay.
He comes into the walk, I'm going to switch the lights on, and he creeps back a bit.
Okay.
Yeah? And part of that, Beth, is you coming into the walk and kind of just holding him a bit with your legs, where you've got to come into the walk and be a little loose, a little play with it,
you don't hold it with my leg.
No, because holding the legs makes it's telling the horse to actually stop.
Okay.
You close the leg around the horse's hold onto them to tell you to walk to stop. So you've got to be a little bit active, playful, and forward think with the leg. Try not to let it pull back, right? Think of it by the go. And he's got to walk forward from that. So if he's not marching forward from it, it's harder to get that good trot position.
Yeah.
It's got to be a bit on a mission. That's it. Yeah, you know, exactly. I want you to sort of feel like he wants to offer you the trot. Yeah? Yeah. Good, better.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and you, yeah, absolutely. From the beginning of the trot, I want you to think 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Really active from the start. Good. And don't let him suck back. That's better. Yeah. Your reins are too long, and that's where you feel, you know, your arms gotta be more still. Like think to your arms, shush, be quiet, steady, steady. That's it. Let's move around. Better.
Didn't really go into the walk very well.
Use your corners and your curved tracks to start with for the transitions. Much harder on the straight line. So think corner, come to wall. Speak of the sunshine.
No, I think the weight was wrong, but part of it.
Oh, is it?
Felt like a weight.
You know, things like, you know, we've done before where you say, okay, maybe use your second corner for a walk transition, out of the corner, straight side, and trot forward. That was fairly rubbish. Because he was
We're not
up.
forward, because it's not forward.
Yeah,
right?
not forward, he was up in the neck. That's it. That's it.
Oh, I didn't ask for it. But... So if I don't ask for it, I don't want to stop. I don't know.
Sometimes you've got to, as you feel him about to go, and you're not ask him, go for it. Instead of saying, no, I didn't want that. Right? So rather than think, okay, it's up and right forward, not all the time, because you've got to be on your A's, you've got to, so sometimes you will say, oh, hang on, forward, not ready. But try not to do it by grabbing hold of the front. Better. You've got to get into the practice of shortening your reins when you go from walk to trot, from trot to canter, because you go to trot, and he's up here, and your hands are back here because you're on a long rein. Shorten up, get your hand out in front of you, and think ride him forward to the hand. It's too back here. It's too curled in. Ride him up, forward to your hand. That's it.
Get over that.
So the transitions are getting, now, you know, so they need to get better, they're getting a little worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so have a
And you
breather.
got more tension. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
have
can
a
feel
breather.
it.
Have a breather. But then, what I would say is don't ride, so for example there, where he was a bit tense, don't ride the transition.
Okay.
Let me do that. Don't do it.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for.
Yeah. But also not just that, when you've got someone on the ground, you're leaning over, it's harder to keep everything balanced. You've got someone, yeah, get someone else to do it.
It's so funny. I don't have no idea how to ask for help. I really don't.
Ask for help, babes, ask for help.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like I say, if you're feeling the trot's a bit tense, ride on. Don't ride,
just
yeah,
go
don't ride the transition because it's not going to be good.
Right.
Point good
So
right
I
there.
need sort of, and again, it's like you go on fine, and I can just feel like the.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Just
yeah.
I don't know.
You know, sometimes you've got to say to yourself and ask yourself the questions, okay, you don't know what, okay, give it a bit of, okay, what is my leg doing? Is it annoying me? Is it cramping on me? You know, go there a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I set up a little more? Can I give him a quick touch with the heel and say, off we go? Can I think about, okay, I'm going to get him ready to ride into a canter. You know, if he's in the trot and he's feeling all, you know, tense and he's coming back at you and he's not going forward, you don't have to ride to canter, but think, I'm going to get ready to ride to canter. That automatically starts to make you think, I need to ride more forward.
Right.
Okay? I want you to also, as you go with this, start to incorporate some of your lateral work. You know, you could be doing a little leg yield in a full line track. You can make a smaller circle, you can ride a transition. I want you to start to think about these exercises you can just put in as you're working around the arena.
I do that a lot.
Good. So do it here as well. Start to add your leg lifts. Add a transition into or after the leg lift. You know, things like that. You just start to put a bit more into it. Yeah.
Forward.
That's right. Sit twice. You need to sit twice. Yeah.
Forward.
Yeah. That's better with a longer leg. Good. That's a better trot. There was a better turn. But so this is what I mean, Beth. You had an opportunity to come onto that quarter line and leg yield.
Okay.
Careful you're not just going around your arena changing rate. Add some more sort of slightly harder things for him now, you know. Not that the leg yield is too hard, but just start to add your lateral work. Yeah. That's right. And I don't want you to think leg back in a leg yield. Just think maybe by the girth you're going to ask, because your leg has a tendency to go a little far back anyway. So do another one down the next quarter line. All right, look onto your line. Okay, and think a little bit right. We're heading to the left, a bit of step onto your left stroke, up in your body. Now straighten him up a bit. That's it. Good. Keeping that energy, keeping that trot. Now do one more down your quarter line towards the mirror. Now, you got to think about that rein length a little bit. Getting your hands edging more forward towards him. Forward, hands forward. Yes, thank you. You want to think about the hands forward. Now put your lower leg a little forward. Yeah. I want you to really get that feeling like you're just about leg yielding from your girth, okay? From his girth. Yeah. So you don't want to hoik that leg back. You want to keep your seat connected. That's it. Keep it there. Up and across. That's it. Yeah. Good. Better where your hands are. Yeah? Change the rate. You got to think. You're keeping reaching forward with the hand. That's right. Better. Reaching forward. Do not take back on the corner. Yeah. Steady. Good. You know, now as you've got more energy and you're riding more forward in the trot, this is again where you can think about, you know, you adding, that's lovely, you adding your half halts to it. You know, sometimes that's just sitting a little taller and tightening to your core. That's okay. But, you know, so come again towards the mirror. This is where you'd say on this side, okay, maybe you need to pick up a stick, but because he was very reluctant to move the quarters over there.
Yeah, I hate to interrupt, but we got a problem.
What?
We've got a flat tire. Our tire runs flat on the bush trailer, and I don't have anything to change it.
You as a rider?
Look, they're expanding. Is there any way
All of our changing stuff's together.
yeah.
I don't want to tear up the tire.
No. Which is it, the car or the trailer?
No, the trailer.
Okay.
Right forward.
Is it an option to go and pick up now, or you rather get home? You got it all home.
I mean, it's. I don't want to get screwed.
No, I get it. Right.
No, we're doing cover girl.
But apparently we're doing cover drill, so it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Okay. Let's go. So back on the left rein.
too long, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's fine. You know, if they're a bit long going into it, it's okay, but just be quick to shorten up when you're in it. It's fine.
Forward.
Yeah. Well done.
There we go.
Good.
There we go.
That's it. Nice and straight. So now I'll do another one towards your mirror as well so you can see it. That was good.
Keeping this corner good.
Yeah.
Keeping the borderline good.
Exactly. Very nice.
Up forward.
Yeah. So the next thing I want you to think about, you're going to do it again, is trying to ask and then let go a little bit. So you're still in the moment of asking all the way across. So think set up, sit tall, get a little bit across, and just soften the leg a little bit. That's it. Relax a bit. That's it. Your reins are too long. Think of your straight line you want to have from your elbow through your arm through the hand. Yeah. Relax. Exactly. Remind. Relax. Leg forward. Better. Good. Now I would take this trot, and when you're ready, it doesn't matter which rein, but you've got a good energy. I would, have a canter while you've got this lovely forward way of thinking. Either rein. Yeah, doesn't matter. Just needed a little more setup. Just trot again. So when that happens, Beth, don't keep going down your long side. You called it. Oh crap! Yeah, it was. Stay on a circle and make a correction. So then you've just backhanded all the way down, and you've made it a little harder for yourself and for him. It doesn't work out. Circle. Get ready to trot and get ready to canter again.
Forward. He's not forward. He's kind of like.
Well, you're on top of him. You've got to get him going. Sick. Good. Good. Well done. Much better. Pat him. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. But, and then you can go down your long side. Absolutely fine. Think of your length of rein. Think of your arms softening to him. Right? And think of that balance, that glass of water between the ears. Staying there of his self-carriage, not you holding him up. Very nice.
I should have done that. Like you.
Yeah, but you can do one towards your mirror, or you can make another transition. I would probably make another transition and do then another transition and then do the leg yield. Well done. Your hands must be forward, please. Yeah. The only reason your hands come back with you is because your reins get too long and you end up losing your position with your arms. So this happens, right? The position I want you to get like instilled in you is this. All the time is this. This is incorrect. This ends up in a bit of a shit show when things go wrong, right? It's much.
Show me the difference again.
Right, we as riders, we have to have two straight lines when ride. The correct straight lines are from the crook of your elbow, through your arm, through your wrist, not a tense tight wrist, through your hand, through the reins. So basically, like your hands are by your side, and you've just picked them up. It doesn't have to be high. It's not about that, because that depends on where the horse's frame is. But this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. And what tends to happen with you, because your reins get too long, your hands come back here. Now, if your hands are doing this, you can't keep that straight line. Yeah, that's why your hands have to be in front of you.
So instead of opening reins, what do you do?
No, you can open a rein. You can open a rein in a flexion and come back. You can do this, but you mustn't stay there. So what's happening is on a long rein, you're staying. You're cantering on your long side. This was there the whole time, the whole way down. So your arms should be steady in a canter going with the horse. In a trot, just steady. Don't move them, right? If you need to create more reflection from your fingers and you need to go, I'm going to give a quick little lift aid, that's fine. But then it must literally be that, a little up here, and I'm back to my center point. Okay?
Give it, we'll say the lift aid thing again.
So, you know, if you think, okay, I need to make a little flexion, I need to give a little open rein, and a little, that's fine. It's that, and it's back again. A flexion, it must be as quick to release it as it is to ask. So you're not saying,
Yeah,
hold
totally.
it there.
Yeah.
You're going, and I'm here. So think about your center point being your hands are in front of you. If you glance down, you want to see your hands in front of you,
Right.
as a pair, side by side.
Yep.
Okay. And the glancing down thing is probably sort of the easiest, like, you know, quick little visual to see. It's the easiest thing to kind of give that check. Are my hands side by side? Because sometimes if you think they are, you look and oh, one is back here and the other's over there.
Right. That definitely happens a lot. When I look at the videos. But this direction already went, right?
It is, yeah. Good with your arms growing. Really good. So you can walk through his whole body. Nice, lovely forward, really good. Hands are forward, round the turn. Be disciplined where you carry your hand and disciplined with your arms. Yeah, you're riding forward to your hand, which is feeling forward. Yeah, but you're not throwing away the outside.
Not throwing away the outside.
Yeah. Checking with a half hold. Well done. It was quite good. He got a little bit away from you, just needed a little bit more forward thinking into it. Yeah. You ride another one when you're ready. With your upper body tall. Be ready to go more with him with your hand into the trot, right? To help him. So that's a lot sort of against him, not with him. There, forward. That's it. Let him take your hand forward. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. Good, Ben. Careful you don't curl his neck to the right.
That means longer legs and more legs. I mean,
It means be careful your right rein isn't pulling his neck to the right. You want to keep him straight to your left rein. Come, don't start thinking backwards when he does that in your rein. That's a little. So he gets a little bit backward thinking. You've got to think, but don't drop the reins. Don't lengthen them. No. Come on, shorten your reins. Put your hands forward. You're not saying to him, yeah, just grab the reins from me, but you're not letting him come back. So hands in front of you consistently and ride into it. Come. That's it. Lovely. That's it. Now shorten your reins a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Hands in front of you. You've got to get that used to that feeling of shortening a little bit and allowing your hand to find a place that's a little bit more forward thinking. That's a bit more in front of you. Well done. Right, and as your hands go forward, you think about your upper body, your core engaging, your seat connecting a bit more. As your hands go forward, you think a little bit about your knee opening and that deeper seat happening there. That's it. And relaxing the leg down a bit. Well done. So that's where you're not guiding him on the outside. You're letting it. So that's where you're letting him fall out, right? So it happens more on the right rein than the left. The right rein, because this is a little bit what's happening. Right rein's getting a little bit too there, and the left rein's doing that, and he's going, I'm going out to my shoulder. You've lost him, then he falls in a heap. Okay, you got to think.
is it because you said I'm pulling with my inside rein?
No, you're not necessarily pulling, but you're not allowing enough, and you're letting go of the outside too much. You got to make there. You need to have a much more definite turn through your corner with your outside aids. Because
Okay.
he came through the corner and you'd lost him, right? So you've lost, so then the neck comes out to the right, and you've lost the left. You've got to stay connected to the left rein.
Okay. We're getting there, Russ. We'll get you.
Yeah. You're getting some. There's some really, really lovely moments, and you know, again, the more you can think with him, and it's such a clear difference, right? Day and night. When you can think, I'm going to have my hand. When you've got a nice contact or him in the frame, you can have your hand more out to him. He just opens up and goes to it
Yeah,
more,
he does.
right?
Yeah.
So, which is great. And so, sometimes, and that last transition was gorgeous. When you've got to, and I really want you to think, going into canter, I've got to keep my hands going with him forward. Don't throw it away. Don't throw him or drop the reins or lengthen the reins, but just allow the hand to go a bit more forward in the transition.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good. Nice. Yeah, the preparation was quite good, and then it just needed to be more punchy into the trot, that first trot
And I think
step.
what happened was my reins were too long.
Yeah.
Come on.
You want to also feel that, but if you need to shorten the reins a little bit as you go into it, or as you've gone into it, it doesn't need to be a big ordeal. You can do it nice and smooth and not upset the connection, okay? Now right hand forward. Yes. Right hand is allowing. Inside hand is allowing. Well done. Inside hand is allowing. That's okay. But again, it reminds you to be a little clearer with your outside aids to make a turn. Right? Remember, like I said before, think of a little bit of having, that's a bit of a wall, right? You can't go out of. It's a wall on that side with your outside aids. Yes. Well done. Good. Much better. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, good. Better with your leg, and drop it down. Open it up. Good. Forward with the hands, not backward, forwards, forwards, forwards. Good. That's it. That's it. Good. And when you get that, dare yourself to shorten up a touch more and allow the hand to be a little more in front of you. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I love this forward riding. It's very positive. It's very good. That's it. Yeah, exactly. Keep them thinking on you. Keep them thinking on you. That's it. Keep that outside rein. Keep them in your outside rein. Well done. Very good. Yeah. You got it. When you think of that diagonal, just when you ask for a bit more, remember your half vaults. Remember to say, hey, keep the balance there, just so he doesn't tip down onto the front. Yeah, well, you just got to be careful because his tendency a little bit will still be to tip down. So don't push too much. Steady him. Steady. Up glass water in the ears. That's better. Right. So So you're just not letting him tip down at the front in that bigger trot. Much, much better with your corners and short sides. You feel that?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
And that's plagued me all my life.
Okay, well now you're starting to ride them and keep him like you have him on your long side. You're starting to keep him together with you.
We're not straight.
Now shorten your reins a little bit. Yes. Good. Very good. Now steady to your new outside rein.
Hands full of shit.
That's right.
We lost our mojo. Hold on.
That's okay. You've got to be a little careful. You just don't react too sharply, abruptly when in the rein, in that moment. Like there, you know, just be a little more. That's better, but more subtle to make the correction. If you get too sharp, he'll get too reactive in front. Good. Right, well done. Right, so that's your trot, right? And you've got to be thinking a little bit like that from the beginning. No, it doesn't need to trot like that in the beginning, in the frame and everything, but you want that activity. You want him moving a bit like that.
It feels good when he's moving. He's getting more suspension, I think.
Yeah.
It seems like he's...
I don't want you to think he has to sort of walk up into moving like that. I want you to think he should be that forward from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, and in that rhythm, and how you kept him in that rhythm, how you kept him in that trot.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of what you want to think starting up. Of course, we develop the trot and through transition to get more cadence, and you know we build things up there. But in terms of him thinking forward
Yep.
and going sweetly like that, that's what you want to be thinking. He can do that on a long stretch, or he can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
How's that doing, Cole?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very good. Remember, unless you help me walk the horse around a bit.
I will. Oh, I
and
will.
say quick to jump, but you walk
Oh, I see when I'm on his back.
yeah, walk him around.
You don't think I should get back on this again?
Well, you know you can.
So, yeah, just back it up.
Or are you, well, I don't know, are you getting on this one? Okay, well, you guys walk around. Now, obviously, okay. Okay, Beth, you're riding. But what I would suggest is you handwalk her first so she can see the mirrors and have a look around.
And let me just walk him a little bit.
Well, why don't you swap?
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, let me give this to me. I'll walk him. You guys to the bathroom. Then why don't you come in and then, are you okay with that? And then let's just so she can see the mirrors, etc. How long have you had her for now?
We've had her about a month now.
Okay. And you've been riding her out on the trails, right?
Right, some ring work.
Yeah.
Beth actually talked her over one little jump the other day.
Okay.
But, so primarily trails,
But, she seems to go along, get along with almost everybody.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
How do you find
So, told a friend of ours that we were looking. And, they had known this dealer down in Ocala for quite a while.
Yeah.
And they've got a good reputation. So,
Yeah.
they sent us the link, and then next thing you know, I'm buying her. What I am doing with a 4-year-old Frisian is beyond me.
I mean, I agree in terms of I never love my people buying young horses, but a big part of it is mine, the brain of young horses, and it's very, very good. And then also, what do you enjoy? What is your enjoyment?
Yeah, just hacking out.
Right.
So, you know, I know I would laugh at, you know, a hacking outdoor space, you know, that's a more special, to me, that's more special than some of these competition horses that
Yeah.
do one thing, you know?
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm fighting is, you know, I've been riding a 15-hand paint for 14 years.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Who I know everything that goes through his brain,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he knows everything that goes through my brain.
Right.
Jeff, the one question I have for you is I see you're dressed right. You get on the last 10 minutes and
Just,
then.
I tell you what, you get up and you focus on her.
Well, no, I'm asking this for a reason. If you're not gonna ride at all, I'm gonna put my Fairfax on. If you're gonna ride.
Put your Fairfax
No,
on.
no.
I'm not gonna ride her.
No, you can ride her, she's good.
No, why do you ask me? Why do you ask me? Just tell me. It'll save us, we go through this all the time. It saves us a lot of
I
hassle.
don't want anyone doing anything they don't want to do. So if you don't want to ride, I don't want you to feel you need to get on. So this is
No, it's just about stressing the hook. We'll see how she goes, right? And because right now, it's
sure,
remember
but
when
no,
the
you
bulldozer-
don't put someone in a situation that they don't want to do something. So that's just rather don't.
It happens all the time.
Especially, and I would say especially with the riding aspect, because I don't want anyone to be getting on a horse that they're not feeling like they want to do that or comfortable. It's not fair.
Right, but, I understand, but if you want this horse and you want to use this horse to work.
But it doesn't have to be today. It can be another day. It can be another day. Do you want to put your Fairfax saddle on? Or do you
No, I
want
want him to do something. You may do it there, but that's what she
out
said.
of interest, what have you ridden her in? This?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Have you
Ready
ridden her?
saddle.
Have you ridden her since I rode her? On a
Okay, so we're gonna approach as if she is a 4-year-old. And so really at this stage, you know, all you really are thinking is about getting them going nice and forward in a good rhythm, all right, and starting to understand the leg and the rein aids. Okay. So when you've ridden her in the arena, what do you notice?
What do I notice about her? She just gets pulling, just
Yeah.
straight, just like she's a carriage horse. So it's like she just really heavy on the front end, I guess is what I'd say.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, she kind of plods along. I mean, she just gets real heavy on the front
Yeah.
end. And the bending piece is kind of hard.
Yeah. So tell me more about bend. What do you mean about bending? It's like.
Well, she's kind of like when I go on the circle, I'd like her in a little bit of a bend. I mean, not a bend, but
Yeah.
I should be looking out. She's just stiff as a board, you know,
Yeah.
like some of the, I guess suppling is kind of one of the things.
Right.
I'd like to do some lateral to get her front end, her feet crossed out so she's lighter on the front end.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just bearing in mind, yeah, we can do a little bit, but you've got to be careful not to do, like, you don't want to be thinking too much like the shoulder into and things like that.
Right.
You just, nice easy leg is. But on your circles, what I can say is focus on your 4 turning points. So let that sort of help a bit as well for the circle shape. Yeah. Be careful you don't walk around too much on a contact at this stage. So either get going on your trot or release the reins more. That's it. Okay. Stay on one rein for a bit. Okay? That's fine. I don't care which rein you stay on. Stay on one rein, work around the arena, do a couple of circles, and then change the rein. You want to start to get a little feel, that's it, of one side. Okay. And yet, certainly plan your turn. Certainly plan where you're going. Okay, if you're riding a 20-meter circle, take a marker you're going to ride at and start that. Yeah, but you're allowed, but also when she's doing that, you're holding on to the rein. You're giving her a rein to do it.
Alright, so tell me what to do.
Okay, so you've got to think a little bit about half pole to release the hand forward, leg on, right, steady. Now notice how this circle, right, notice how you've lost your shape of your circle. So this is what I mean, you have to really ride for 4 markers. I don't mind putting out some markers for you to ride at, but that's what you've got to really focus on. And there you're going straight down the long side. You're not riding a circle. This is not a, yeah. You feel it? Okay. So let's start with an A, because you're going straight side. Start with A, and turn. Right? So that you're not, okay, walk a
No,
second.
no.
Yeah. So you don't have any
Oh, I dropped my stick.
steering, that's okay. But you see, walk a second. So you can't ride a circle if you start there and you go into a corner. And that's what she needs to start to understand, is that you can come there, you can turn, and you can get to this marker, and you can turn, you can get to that marker. do the circle let's do E and V. Okay, V, 20 meter circle. Alright? So remember to think you've got to be a couple of meters inside that PV line and a couple of meters inside this RS